Hey guys, it's Julia and welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler book review for This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I buddy read this book with my new bookish friend kind of thing. Her name's Kayla. She's from Literature Reads on YouTube, so I'll have her links down below if you guys want to check her out. But yes, we buddy read this together. Basically, if you do not know what This Savage Song is about, it is about a city and there's monsters in the city, and the city is divided into two. One led by, actually both led by humans, but one side is more of the monster side, and then the other side is where the humans are at. And but we follow two characters, Kate Harker and August Flynn, and Kate is the daughter of the man who rules the human side, and he's ruthless, and she wants to be just as ruthless. She wants to be just as brutal, and yeah, so they're on the human side. And then on the monster side, we have August, who we follow. So we follow one from both sides. We follow a human and a monster, which is lovely. And we have three types of monsters in this world. That is Korsha, Malsha, and Suna. Did I pronounce any of that right? I don't know. But they're all different types of monsters, and there's also humans alongside that, of course. But basically, my expectations for this book weren't too incredibly high. I knew it would be good because Victoria Schwab gets a lot of praise, and I've never read anything by her, none of her adult works, none of her young adult works, so this was my first book by her, and I did quite enjoy it. I really liked the writing style, and it was really like atmospheric. It was dark and gritty and everything I like in a setting, and just the way she wrote things was really well just thought out. I love the system with the monsters and the whole war and the not government, but you know, the two sides type of jazz, and I thought that was all really interesting. And you can also just tell that she's such a talented author just by like how just she writes. It's just so good. Like, I want to pick up more by her. Next, talking about plot, which was my least favorite part of this book, and I know the premise is incredible and I loved it, but just, I don't know if this goes under plot or like pacing or whatever, but like the pacing was really slow, and I don't mind slow books, but nothing really happened till like halfway through, so you're waiting for a little while. But I enjoyed like the book very much, but like nothing really was going on, and like sometimes she was holding off on certain details for a really long time, so I was like, what's happening? And then I was like, oh, okay, now I know what's happening. Okay, I'm good. But yeah, so that happened, and that was just the only bad thing I really have to say about this book. For our characters, I really enjoyed August. He was a monster, but he was just like so lovely. Like, he was just, I don't want to say too much about him, but like he was just so sweet, and he was such a good person. Like, you could tell he's not even a person, but he was just a wonderful being. I don't know. And he was just really nice. He was really thoughtful. I felt like he was a really raw character. Like, I thought he was really realistic. Even though he's a monster, I thought he had so many realistic traits to him. Next, we have Kate, who is, again, we follow both point of views, but Kate is brutal. She's a little ruthless. She's a little, you know, but I've never followed a character like her before that's really brutal in this sense. And yeah, she wants to be just as ruthless. She's an arsonist. She does all this stuff. It was interesting. She's a strong character though, and she really didn't care what other people thought, so I really admired that about her. So overall, I really enjoyed these two characters, so that was really good. In terms of my enjoyment level of this book, I really enjoyed it. For some reason, even though it was really slow, it kept me reading. Like, it kept me gripped, just kept me reading. It kept me interested, it kept me engaged, and the story, it really just sucks you in. It's really just engaging, and it's just nicely done, and like when you're reading it, like you feel like you're really there, like you're really there. Like, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I loved how many little messages and little things were put into this novel, like kind of blurring the lines between good and bad, and you don't really know which is which, and it's just so good. And there's so many good quotes in this as well, so I will share with some of those right now. But I did really enjoy this book. I gave it a 3.75 to a 4, more of a 4 out of 5 stars, which, if you know me, that's really good for me. I don't give out many 4 stars. There's like less than a handful of books that I've given 4 stars this year, or maybe like 2 handfuls, I'm not sure. But this was really good nonetheless, so I would recommend it if you haven't read it. And yeah, I'll share some quotes now, which are of course non-spoilery-esque, so yeah. True, it was a cruel trick of the universe, thought August, that he only felt human after doing something monstrous. It made of flesh and bone or starlight. He was made of darkness. Path through life wasn't really just a line, but a tree. Every decision, such a divergent branch resulting in a divergent you. She liked the idea that there were 100 different Kates living 100 different lives. Thank you guys so much for watching this review of This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. Let me know if you read it or if you want to, and what your thoughts were on the book and this review. And yeah, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye!